Just whatever comes their way, it's all right. Doesn't come, fine. Just, it shouldn't be. We should be more direct, more involved, more attentive. Pastor, can you give us a picture of this? I have only about 15 minutes to do this before we go to our subject. Got only about 15 minutes. Let me show you what does it mean to attend, to be aware, to. What's the best word we can use over here? The book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 1. Take a look. Letter A stands for attend, give attention. Now, Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back of the desert and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Let's go on. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush was burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Now look at this verse. Then Moses said, take a look. Now, normally, bushes burn in desert. You just see it flare like that, or fire. Normal. It's normal because it's a very hot. Even, I remember one time I was traveling. I think I was coming from UK or something. And the moment we got above Sahara Desert, we could feel it in the plane. And once in a while, the sky will clear, and you look down. You see the dryness. You see just powdered dust like that. No life. So it's just normal to burn there. But Moses was taking his animals. I know he will have seen so many of that fire. But it just stopped. And I will now turn aside and see this great sight. Why the bush does not burn? That means he noticed that the bush was burning and was not getting consumed. Other people just passed by. Now, this is what I want to show you. Look at next verse. This is amazing. So when the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called to him. Do you see that? I feel like saying this. Anytime you turn your attention to a particular part of your life, God is there to communicate with you. Anytime you take any part of your life, you want to say, oh, what's going on here? God is there. So, the very first thing about spiritual life is to attend, is to be attentive, is to be aware. If you're not aware of your financial life, you may not make any change there. If you're not aware of your emotional life, you will not make any change there. If you're not aware of your spiritual life, so that's the first thing to be. If I'm going to take any beginning point for a person who is going to really work with God, is to give God attention. Just like you ask him to attend to you. None of us would like to pray and God's looking somewhere else. So you yourself must not start attending. Do you get that? Be aware of life. Be aware of your inside. Like Moses said, be aware of your surrounding. Be inquisitive. Attend. This is so important about our life. Let me show you something. The biggest trouble today in our world is distraction. The biggest trouble in our world today, what is it? Getting your attention away to something else. We were in the service on Sunday, third service. And I was talking about reading the Bible. And one young lady, she was sitting over there. She said, Pastor, I have a problem. He said, I have short attention span. So my mind is flickering. And it's not our fault. It's not our fault. Today is not our fault. Today, if you want to pick something like this, there are 10,000 options. So, you want to buy a phone now. Gracious goodness. Even within your price range, there are all types. You can't stay with something for long. You are off. But when it comes to spirituality, you have to really believe you're not ADD candidate or ADHD candidate. You have to just get Get yourself together and pay attention. I met a young man this afternoon. I think he's even in the church. And we were talking, and I said, what about your phone? He said, I don't have a phone. I said, what? I said, I don't have a phone. I use system. That's amazing. And this is just, just sit down. So you have to start making attention. I'm telling you, even for me, it's a battle. So, letter A stands for be attentive.